No cap. Yeah, rapid English, no cap. Listen, learn, and you'll speak ASAP with rapid English, no cap.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Rapid English No Cap. I'm Lily.
And I'm Alex. So happy you're here with us today.
Okay, so if you're new here, first of all, welcome. This is the podcast where we have real, natural conversations in simple English, specifically for people who are learning English and want to improve just by listening.
Exactly. We keep it casual, we keep it fun, and we keep it no cap.
Ha! No cap. Before we get into today's episode, please subscribe and hit that like button if you haven't already. It really helps us out. Okay, and also heads up, somewhere in the middle of today's episode, we have our special mini segment. It's called Textbook versus No Cap.
Oh, yes! This is honestly one of my favorite parts of the episode.
Mine too. It's a quick break where we compare textbook English to the real English native speakers actually use, the stuff nobody teaches you in class.
Right. There's a big difference between textbook English and real-life English, so keep listening for that.
All right, so today's topic, Alex, do you want to introduce it?
Yes, today we are talking about 10 English mistakes that instantly reveal you are not a native speaker.
And we want to say right away, we are not trying to make anyone feel bad. These are super common mistakes. Even advanced learners make them.
Totally. The goal is just to help you sound more natural. Sometimes a sentence is grammatically correct, technically right, but it still sounds a little off to a native speaker.
So frustrating. So we're going to break down why. All right, let's go. Number 1, literal translation.
Yes. So literal translation means translating a phrase from your language word by word into English. Sometimes it works fine, but a lot of the time it sounds really strange.
Right. In some languages, to say, I'm hungry, you literally say, I have hunger. So a learner might say that in English. And technically, you understand it, but no native speaker says it that way.
Exactly. We just say, I'm hungry. The fix is, try to learn phrases as whole chunks in English. Learn I'm hungry as one unit, rather than translating piece by piece from your own language.
Yes, learn the whole phrase. Okay, number 2, word order. This one trips people up a lot.
It does. Word order in English is really important, and it's different from many other languages. For example, adjectives always come before the noun, so you say a big red car, not a car red big.
Mm-hmm. And there's a specific order for adjectives in English: opinion, size, color, material. And native speakers follow this naturally without thinking about it. So a lovely, small, old wooden house sounds right. But a wooden, old, small, lovely house? Really weird.
So weird. And if you ask a native speaker why, most of them can't explain it. They just know. The best way to get this right? Listen and read a lot. You'll start to feel what sounds natural.
Which is exactly why listening to podcasts like this one is so helpful, right?
Ha, yeah, shameless plug. But it's true. Okay, number 3, collocation.
Okay, so collocation might sound like a big word, but the idea is simple. It just means certain words naturally go together in English. And if you use the wrong combination, it sounds unnatural even if the meaning is clear.
Right. In English, we make a mistake, not do a mistake. We do homework, not make homework. We take a photo, not make a photo. These are collocations, word pairs you just have to learn.
Yeah, and the tricky thing is there's not always a logical reason. Why do we make a decision but take action? It's just how it is. English is weird sometimes.
English is weird, but the more you listen and read, the more these combinations just stick naturally. Okay, number 4, contractions.
Oh, yes. Contractions are so important for sounding natural. So a contraction is when you shorten two words into one, like I am becomes I'm. Do not becomes don't. I will becomes I'll.
Mm-hmm. When learners don't use contractions, it sounds very formal and stiff. Like, I do not want to go to the party is technically correct, but it sounds robotic in casual conversation. A native speaker would almost always say, I don't want to go to the party.
Exactly. In formal writing, the full form is fine, but in speaking, contractions are your best friend. They make you sound so much more natural and relaxed. Practice using them.
Great advice. All right, we've covered 4 mistakes so far. And speaking of natural English, I think it's time.
Oh, is it time for our segment?
It is. It is time for textbook versus no cap.
Okay, everyone. Welcome to Textbook versus No Cap, your 60-second English reality check. Today's tip is you don't need full sentences.
That's right. Textbook English, complete sentences every time, full stop. But real life, not even close.
Want coffee? And the answer? Just sure.
Or, are you coming? Yeah, that's it. That's a full, normal conversation. Nobody says, yes, I am coming, thank you for asking.
If you always speak in perfectly complete sentences, you will sound slow. You'll sound unnatural. Real English is fast, simple, and efficient. Short answers are totally fine. They are normal.
So give yourself permission to keep it short. That was textbook versus no cap. See you next time.
I love that segment every single time. Okay, back to our list. We left off at number 4, so let's keep going. Number 5, connected speech.
Connected speech is a big one. Native speakers don't say each word separately and clearly. We blend them together. Words kind of melt into each other.
Right, like do you want to becomes wanna. Going to becomes gonna. Kinda becomes kinda. If you listen carefully to native speakers in conversation, you'll hear this everywhere.
And this is why listening to English can feel so hard at first. You might know every word individually, but when a native speaker blends them together at speed, it sounds like a completely different language.
So the advice is, don't just practice reading aloud perfectly. Practice blending words and listen to how they connect. Little by little, your ear adjusts, and your speaking starts to sound more natural, too.
Exactly. Okay, number 6, fillers.
Oh, fillers. So fillers are those little words and sounds that we use when we're thinking or when we need a second to find the right word. Things like like, I mean, kind of, sort of.
And native speakers use fillers all the time. It's completely natural. But learners sometimes feel like they shouldn't, so they go silent when thinking, which creates these long, awkward pauses.
Right, and those pauses make the conversation feel a little strange, whereas if you just say or it sounds totally normal. It tells the other person you're still talking, just thinking for a second.
Totally. So don't be afraid to use fillers. They're a normal part of natural conversation. Just, don't go overboard and use like every other word.
Balance. It's all about balance. Okay, number 7, prepositions. Alex, I feel like this is one that gets almost everyone.
Oh, prepositions get everyone. Prepositions are small words like in, on, at, for, about, with, and they are so tricky because they don't translate directly from other languages.
In English, we say, I'm interested in something, I'm good at something, I'm afraid of something. These prepositions don't follow a logical rule. You just have to learn each phrase.
Exactly. Mixing them up is very common. Saying I'm good in math instead of I'm good at math, a native speaker will notice right away. So memorize the preposition together with the phrase, not separately.
Yes, learn good at as a unit. Learn interested in as a unit. Don't try to figure out the logic, just absorb the phrase. Okay, number 8, articles.
Articles. A, an, and the. Native speakers use these automatically without thinking, but for learners, especially if your language doesn't have articles, it is genuinely hard.
Right. Like in Russian, Chinese, Japanese, there are no articles, so learners who speak those languages sometimes drop them completely or use them in the wrong place.
The basic rule is use a or an for something general or mentioned for the first time, and the for something specific that both speaker and listener already know about. So, I saw a dog, first mention any dog. The dog was huge. Now we both know which dog.
That's a really clean way to explain it. It does take practice, but keep at it. It will click. Okay, number 9, pronunciation.
Pronunciation. This one is big, and it goes beyond just individual sounds. Individual sounds matter, like the th in think or the is hard for a lot of learners.
That TH sound, you have to put your tongue between your teeth. A lot of people replace it with D or T, so this sounds like dis, or think sounds like tink, and it's very noticeable.
Right, but also stress. In English, we stress certain syllables in words, like photograph, stress on the first part, but photography, the stress shifts to the second. Stress the wrong syllable and the word can sound completely unrecognizable.
So true. And the best way to practice pronunciation is honestly just to listen and repeat. Shadow native speakers. Mimic what you hear. Don't be shy about it. It actually works really well. Okay, last one. Number 10, intonation.
Intonation. Okay, so intonation is the rise and fall of your voice when you speak. It's like the music of language, and it carries so much meaning.
Yes, the same words can mean completely different things depending on intonation. Really, with a rising tone, sounds surprised or curious, but really, with a flat, falling tone, sounds sarcastic or unimpressed.
Exactly. And if your intonation is very flat, if your voice doesn't move up or down, you can sound bored or even rude, even if you don't mean to be.
Which is a problem because your intention is totally fine, but the intonation sends a different message. So pay attention to how native speakers move their voice. Let it rise when you ask a question. Let it have energy when you're excited. English intonation is quite expressive.
It really is, and makes such a difference to how natural you sound. Even if your grammar is perfect, flat intonation can still make a conversation feel a bit off.
So that's our full list. 10 mistakes that can reveal you're not a native speaker. Let's do a super quick recap. 1. Literal translation. 2. Word order. 3. Collocation. 4. Contractions. 5. Connected speech.
6 fillers, 7 prepositions, 8 articles, 9 pronunciation, and 10 intonation. Those are your 10.
And nobody gets all of these perfect overnight. Even advanced learners still work on some of these. The key is just to be aware of them and keep practicing.
Exactly. Small improvements every day add up to something huge over time, and you're already doing something great right now just by listening.
For real, listening is one of the most powerful things you can do, so keep going. You are doing amazing.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We love making this podcast, and knowing it's helping people learn English means everything to us.
It really does. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and hit that like button. It helps more people find the podcast, which means more learners get to improve their English, so it's a good thing all around.
Ha, yes! Spread the love. Okay, we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep going. You've got this.
English, no
Take care,
cap.
everyone.
Listen,
Bye.
learn, and you'll speak
Bye.
ASAP with Rapid English, no cap.